Let me show you the quickest, easiest, and the cheapest way to get started on Metis Andromeda ecosystem. This is a quick starter guide for anyone that is confused and wants to get into Metis or its ecosystem. Hello everyone, welcome to One Life Investments. Hope you're well. Please hit the like button to help out the channel. For anyone new, welcome to the channel. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for beginner-friendly, no-hype, informative crypto content. Just a quick disclaimer, this video is only for educational or entertainment purpose, and nothing mentioned in this channel, including this video, is or should be taken as a financial advice. In this video, I'll show you how I got started using the Metis Andromeda ecosystem, which I believe is the cheapest and quickest way to bridge funds or use the dApps on the ecosystem as of now. If there's any change in the future, I'll make sure that I keep you guys updated. Without wasting too much of your time, let me jump straight into the tutorial. Please note, I'll be only guiding you throughout the process, but not actually sending or confirming any transactions through. So just keep that in mind. For the purpose of this video, I'll be using Metamask wallet. If you're not familiar setting up or using Metamask, I have a step-by-step beginner's guide on that as well. That video will be in the top right corner. The first thing to keep note is that in the Metis Andromeda chain, the gas fees are paid in the native token, which is the Metis token. And it's exactly the same like on ETH, you pay your gas fees in Ethereum. So for sure, you can bridge over assets from other layer 1s or chains to Metis. Once bridged, you can request for an airdrop from the Metis faucet or even the faucet from Tether's Finance, but that takes some time getting the free Metis, and it's only for anyone that has never used or bridged over assets to Metis. Alright, so I don't want to waste any time doing that, which is also okay. And depending on the fund or the amount of the size you're trying to transfer, things might differ. But for a normal investor, this is the easiest and the cheapest way possible at the moment. So what do I do first is obviously the wallet. Alright, so if you haven't configured, make sure you do, but I'm pretty sure if you want to use Metis, you probably already have that. So what I do is I first purchase Metis from PancakeSwap. Metis is available for purchase on different centralized and decentralized exchanges, but I buy it from PancakeSwap for a couple of reasons. The first is the instant transactions, so you can buy, swap, there's no wait for limit order. For example, if you go to Metis chart on CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, doesn't really matter wherever you get information from. And if you look at the markets, let me just expand it. You can see it's listed on Get.io, KuCoin. KuCoin is ERC20, so you won't be able to withdraw it directly to Andromeda. At least that's what it was last time I checked, so I'm not sure if that's changed. Get.io does allow you to withdraw to Andromeda, but that is a bit expensive. And another thing is you cannot market buy on Get.io. You have to wait for a limit order to actually trigger. So that might take some time. So yeah, you can go through this list and see if there's anything that you want to use, but I just use PancakeSwap. Simple, fast, easy, gets the job done. So second thing, it's cheaper to use a bridge and send my tokens instead of withdrawing from a central exchange to Metis Andromeda network. Last time I compared Get.io and the bridge that I'm going to use, the bridge was actually less than half or even just 20% of what I was going to pay on Get.io. So just keep that in mind. And the last one is obviously you don't have to request and wait for the faucet to give you some Metis so that you can carry out the transactions or start using the network itself. All right. So what you can do is you can go to CoinGecko or you can copy the address. But what I like to do is, because I don't really trust myself sometimes, so what I do is I go to that token's address information or the markets and find the one you're going to purchase. For example, I want to go from PancakeSwap. So I'm going to go find PancakeSwap here from the list and just click on the pair. Alright, so this is PancakeSwap. If you're not familiar on how to use PancakeSwap, I have a tutorial step-by-step guide for that as well. So make sure you check that out. Since I'm not going to send in transactions through, I'm just going to give you a brief overview on what needs to be done. So I've already added the Metis token. So either I can swap BNB or I can swap BUSD. It's up to you what you have. So how do you load your funds and stuff like that? I have the video, so I'm not going to go in detail on that. The only thing to make sure or to keep an eye in, make sure that your slippage is not greater than 1%, because you don't want to pay a higher price for the same tokens, right? So make sure that your slippage is in place, 1%, or even less than 1% is fine as well. You can try with that. And once you've purchased your Metis, what you want to do is you want to bridge your Metis to the Metis chain or the Andromeda chain. And the easiest way and the fastest, cheapest way is using Polybridge. So like all the other videos, I'll make sure all the websites links will be in the description that I mentioned in this video, so it'll be easier for you to find that. So bridge.poly.network, it's not just for Metis, it's for different chains and different assets, but you can use this to transfer Metis directly. Metis has its own bridge as well, which I'll go a bit later, but what you do is you go to bridge.poly.network, click on connect wallet, and I'll connect my Metamask wallet. As you can see, it says connected. And what I want to do is I want to go bridge, for example, search for Metis, and from BNB, so that's our BSC network, BNB network, to Metis, right? As you can see, it's going to cost you 0.009034 BNB. So if we look at BNB price today, so BNB is 368.79. So if we do the maths, so that's 368.79. So that's like $3. So it's going to cost you $3.3. Last time I did this, it cost me $15. Now this is actually even cheaper. So you're only paying $3 to bridge funds from your one network to another network. So let me show you how you actually bridge it. So first you go to bridge the Poly network, you connect your wallet, and you select your asset, which is Metis from BNB. We are sending from BNB to Metis, and then you click on connect wallet, BNB network, connect Metamask, Metis as well, connect Metamask. I already have my wallet connected to Metis network as well, but if you want to watch that video, it'll be in the top right corner where I show you how to add that to your Metamask. But if it's the first time you're trying to connect to Andromeda, it will directly ask you to add that network, so you can just go and confirm it, right? So once that's done, you choose or select how many Metis you want to transfer to that network. You put that number here, and then you go next, and then you confirm. And it takes around 2 to 3 minutes, but on the side, it will show you all the status on where your Metis is, and once that is confirmed, you'll get a confirmation that you have received or the assets have been bridged from BNB or BSC to Metis, right? So once that's done, you are all good to go. So what you do after that is, so you can go to tethys.finance, which is a swap. So like on Avalanche, we have Trader Joe, Uniswap, stuff like that. So this is for Metis. So you have your swap. You can check if you have received any Metis, and if you've received any Metis, you will receive it here. At the moment, it says 0, and connect your wallet, Metamask. As you can see, switch network, that's fine, switch network. All right, so once you've connected to Andromeda, what you can do is you can, for example, let's say you've transferred or bought 10 Metis tokens and you want to use that Metis to buy something else, right? So what you can do is you can directly swap Metis to any other assets, like Tethys or NetSwap or anything like that. And for example, if you want to have some USDC, you can convert this to some USDC. Like you can swap it to USDC. Just make sure that the slippage is not very high, right? So earlier, if you had tried to swap some Metis to USDC or USDT, we didn't have too much liquidity, so there was a lot of slippage. But these days we have a lot of people providing liquidity to Metis for stables as well, so it'd be easier. So what you do is you bridge your assets, Metis. If you want to buy something directly with Metis, you do that. But if you want some stables, for example, you don't want to keep on holding Metis, unless you want to keep on holding it for a long time, that's fine. But if you want to have some stable coins, you can swap it to DAI, USDC or USDT using Tethys Finance or NetSwap. It's up to you, whichever has better liquidity, but I believe Tethys will have a bit of a better liquidity than NetSwap currently at the moment. So it's up to you. Once that's done, you have your assets. You can use different protocols, different swaps and stuff like that on Metis. So a few of the things that I want to show you though is so we have about 5 bridges which allows you to transfer assets from and to Metis. So depending on your requirements, you might have to use this when you're trying to actually withdraw funds from Metis, right? So for example, if I go to Metis Bridge, you can deposit and withdraw. We have a Relay app which provides liquidity and which provides bridges for a lot of different assets. For example, all you're going to do is go to Relay chain and you select where you're sending it from. For example, I'm going to change that to Metis, and then we switch it. And then sending from Metis to, for example, if you want to withdraw to a smart chain, for example, and what do you want to send? So at the moment you can send Relay, DAI and AVAX, right? So what do you do if you want to send USDC or other assets? So in that case, you'll have to go and check for other bridges, for example, Poly Bridge, you have Seller Bridge. So, but I'll have another video on withdrawing as well. So this video is just to get started on how to bridge funds and how to get started. So I hope that was clear. Wanted to make this as short and to the point as possible. But if you have any questions, please reach out to me on Twitter at One Life Investment or down in the comments as well, as I try to reply to each one of you. And if you have any questions, suggestions, queries, stuff like that, make sure you reach out to me in the comments as well. And the previous video on how to spot gems in Metis, that video I thought would be very helpful. I believe it was, but still there's a lot of things that I missed out on it. Just be careful finding gems on Metis at the moment, since the liquidity is quite low and there's a lot of people that are creating coins that are basically rugging you each and every day, right? So just make sure that you only invest in things that you believe in and understand, and always do your own research, and stay safe out there. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.